Hey guys, and welcome back to Rich Mindset with another amazing premiere here with me, Alexi, in the building. And today we are going to talk about maybe the most obvious topic in the internet, about something that I know you are going to maybe judge me for it, but honestly I'm telling you, I don't really care, because making something work may be the most underrated topic, but in the same time with the most opinions in the online world. Well guys, making something work, it's more difficult than that you think, but in the same time may be the most easy thing to do. Why I'm telling you this is because it doesn't matter what you do. Making something work, let's say for example your job, it depends totally on you. Maybe you think your boss sucks, maybe you think your colleague sucks, maybe you hate that workplace. But by making it work, it will give you opportunities to something better. I'm telling you this example because for me, when I started working, it took me a long time to understand that the money that I was making or how much I loved that workplace didn't actually matter, because I never saw it on the long run. And making something work, it is always about your long-term plan. So for example, when I started working at a fast food restaurant, as I told you many times in the videos that we did, I hated the idea of it. I knew it from my country, although I was in another country, that it was hard, that it was paid badly, and I never understood the long-term plan of this workplace. I always thought about it like a job that I wanted to quit. Well, a lot of years later, like right now, there is so many that I use on a daily basis and on our business, and as a strategy and as a communication skill that I learned during that time, you cannot even imagine. So we're like, I think 7 years after, 7, 6, something like this, and I'm still using lessons that I learned during that period of time. Another example that I can give you is the same way in your relationship. So if you, for example, have a girl that you love, it is okay to make mistakes. But on the long term, it is important for you to understand those mistakes in order to have a good communication with the girl you are or with the boy you are, in order to make that thing work. Because the parents that will attract you on the other opposite sex, okay, it will only be the first step at the beginning. After that, making that thing work is the most important thing. Because, as I always say, you are two different people from two different worlds. The way her past was and your past is or was not the same. The experiences that you have are completely different. The baggages that you carry are completely different. The trauma in your life is completely different. The only thing at the beginning that made you come together was the physical part, and maybe the short connections that you made in the beginning. But on the long term, because if you want something in the long term, you have to make it work. And doing that is the most important. And you can do that by understanding that you are responsible for it. So guys, it doesn't matter that it's your love life. It doesn't matter that it's your business life. It doesn't matter that it's your friendships, your family time, and so on and so on. What you need to understand is to make something work, it's easy. It's really easy because it depends on you. But as I said at the beginning, it's as well hard, because only by understanding what you're doing wrong, only by accepting other people's opinion, will allow you to see their point of view. By listening to other people, will give you the information that you need. and so many other like small things that you on a daily base do not understand, you do not see, that will on the long term affect you. Maybe one day somebody will come and throw a banana in your head and you'll say that person is crazy. But as I told you, if you think a lot back, there is a moment when you did something wrong in order for that person to take that action. So on the long term, you are always responsible. Without realizing that, you will not be able to make something work. I'm gonna give you a live example before we close this premiere, and this example comes from my own life, and I will give you an example from my own experience in the business world. I think a lot of you connect to this because when I started working at the fast food restaurant, as I told you, I was not excited about it. It took me more than 2 years to understand that it will not be something that on short term, something of short term. It took me more than 2-3 years to understand that only by becoming a better person, by accepting the failures that I do, by learning more that I did not have as skills, I will be able to get out of the situation that I didn't like. I started doing jobs, so work for other people. I stayed up later, although I was not paid for it, in order to teach myself new things, in order to promote myself through the job, in order to get in a point where I had financial freedom and freedom from the point of view of time. It took me a lot of years to understand this, and I hope it doesn't take you as long as it took me, because making the most of every single day, it doesn't matter what job you have, it doesn't matter how much you hate it, how much you think your boss is responsible for it. Only by accepting it, by embracing it, by evolving, by becoming a better worker, a better human being, you will be able to advance in your life. By doing so, opportunities will show up, and a lot of times you are going to have to take a solution, and you will take that decision. And you will take that decision based on 3 stuff, and this is where I wanted to get. The first decision is the first point that matters is your experience. The second thing that matters is where you are in that point, and the third one is where you see yourself in the future. And these 3 stuff must be weighted correctly in order for you to make the decision. So let's say you start a new workplace, you hate it right now, and you have to promote a lot, and you do this 2-3 years, you gave your best, you go and become chief of department. Somebody else from another company sees how good of a work you do and offers you an opportunity to become director of marketing, let's say. Give an example, okay? In that point, this decision will happen. And when you take this decision, these 3 factors that I told you will mean the world for you, because the experience you have in the company, it's really important. It's the thing that will make you take faster or slower the decision. So how they treated you, how you progressed, how the opportunity showed up to be promoted, what value you brought in people's life, how good you could have done your job, and stuff like this are past experience that will influence your decision. The second is where you are right now, because if you are in a place where you this time love it, and you work your ass for it, and you give value, and you understand with the entire team, and you're comfortable with, but there are not so much money as the other workplace, you have to weigh this correctly. And the third is the opportunity that give you. Maybe this opportunity that came right now, it's better financially, but will get you stuck only to that limit. The future that you want to have for yourself may be still on this company, but not now, maybe in 1 year. So you have to weigh the way you are going to fulfill your dreams. So guys, before you make a decision, before you make it happen, after you make it happen and you get there by working hard, by giving everything every single day, the decision that you're going to have to take will be based on these 3 factors. And from my experience, every single time when I take a decision, it is based on these three factors. So if somebody comes and offers me something, I watch the experience that I had with him, I watch the point where I am in this relationship with him right now, and I want to see what benefits the future will bring me with this person. By doing this and weighting this, you'll have the most important answer that you'll get, and that is what you are going to do it and how you are going to make it happen. Because by making it happen, you will either have a brighter future or you will get stuck again. By making it happen, by taking this decision based on these three factors, you'll be able to take the right decision for your future, to take the right decision for yourself, to take the right decision for your goals and opportunities that will show up in order to achieve all of your goals. So making it happen is not only like, yeah, let's go, let's do it, yeah, I'm the best, and motivation like this. Making it happen, it's more than this. It's about working non-stop, working every single day, giving your best, either you love or hate the job, accepting the opportunities that come up and giving your best again, and taking the right decision by not answering yes or no in 2 seconds, by only led by money, okay, but by thinking of the three factors that I gave you before in order to give you a fair chance of reaching your goals. I hope you understand what making it happen actually means, because I use this nickname a lot on my Instagram. I was Alex _ make it happen. Now I'm not, I changed it to my real name, Ilie Alexandru Deșinova, but I use it a lot because the meaning of making it happen for me, it was more than, I don't know, hustle, motivation. It was about what you have to do to get in the point that you need to get in order to get one step closer to achieving your dreams. So guys, make it happen. Don't waste tomorrow. Don't waste this weekend. Give your best. Give 100% every single day. And I promise you that in 3 to 7 years, you will be financially free. And not only that, you'll have time to do whatever you want in your life. Guys, see you, hustle hard, and talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.